Debbie, and you're at your home, your happy place. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to decorate the kitchen, and I hope you're looking forward to some fun. I don't know if I'm as fun as normal. I had a migraine today and I'm lagging, so, but anyway, I'll try. And if you're new here, I'm just glad that you stopped by, and thank you guys for all your comments all the time, your support. It's so much appreciated, especially this time of year, because I know you're busy. And if you're taking time to watch me, I hope it's enjoyable and relaxing. So let's go. Okay, here we are. This is the mess. I've got things staged, not really, partially. So, and there's just messes everywhere, oh my gosh. I'm just showing you a real quick brief thing, and then I'm gonna pull this together, clean her up, and we're gonna get decorating in here. Okay, as I put things back, I am gonna just add the Christmas decor as we go. Okay, so instead of my normal coffee cups, we're just doing some Christmas coffee cup. Ho, ho, ho. So this is where I make my coffee. Normally I have kind of an aqua blue plain tray over here just to kind of keep things organized. And so I'm using this instead. It's so pretty. And I always buy some of the skinny syrups, seasonal especially. So I've got salted caramel and caramel pecan. Can't tell that I like caramel, huh? And vanilla cream. I have, I somewhere I have a Mr. and Mrs. Claus. I don't know where they are right now, but right now I'm gonna put two matching Santa's mugs out here. And I will link these below. I mean, if you like French press coffee, we do. We love it. So a lot of them you're used to, they're like metal see-through. I have those, but this takes it up a notch, and I just love it. So actually, I had one for both of my houses, and I confiscated one because they only make about 4 cups of coffee, and we're gonna have like 9 adults here, so I'm gonna need at least 2 to get started, or if I want to do decaf, and I can pull one of the others, but I like having the matching ones. Now, I'm gonna show you real quick my coffee stuff. Oh, there's my Mr. and Mrs. Okay, I gotta swap those back out. So there's some of the, and I've got more. I've got taller ones back there. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Okay, and then I do have some Christmas coffee. And then I use ghee in mine because I do a keto or carnivore diet, and mostly carnivore right now. But this is a really great addition to your coffee in the morning, and keeps you full and gives you really good fat for your body. And then this is my favorite coffee, absolute favorite. And they come in a pumpkin pie, and I didn't ever check them out for Christmas this year because I think I have enough. The pumpkin pie is so good. And then if I add some of the other, here's some more of the skinnies. So what else is back there? Oh, morning pumpkin. Okay. All right, well, I think I have the rest of them. Oh, I'm gonna show you this, you guys. So I have a Zazzle shop, and this is one of my designs. All I want for Christmas is my coffee, is the coffee cup, and you can personalize them. I also have this in a shot glass. All I want for Christmas is another shot. And I may have it in some other things like, I don't know, shopping totes and things. So, okay, back to, and then my electric percolator, or hot water heater. I don't know what you want to call it. It's a kettle for heating up water. I love this. And so this is what I use to put together my coffee. And I have this in a black and stainless. I mean, it comes in all colors. I will link it below. Got it on Amazon. It's great. this is so heavy. I know I got this at TJ Maxx. It's just a gigantic hunk of marble and I love it. And ever since I got it, I had watched several different YouTubers. I can't think of all of their names. I think Lauren Nicholson was one, and Jenna Pierce have done like their oils. Well, even Liz has done oils in a riser. I don't use oils. I use butter or ghee only, or lard or bacon fat. But anyway, so I don't store that out there. But anyway, I had picked these also up at TJ Maxx this, I don't know, in the past 2 years. So I just put my salt and pepper in there, and then I cut up, I just had a couple stems, 2 of these stems, and it had these branches coming off of it that are berries. So I just cut off all the branches, and I've just been tucking them here and there. So I'm gonna tuck it around. I'll bring you closer. Huh, that looks a little not level there, does it? Like that changes anything. So simple. I mean, sometimes the simplest stuff is the prettiest. I'll give you a close up. Up here, I'm using the exact same wreath I had for fall, and you can see on the inside, whoops, how little the outer wreath is. So it's a beautiful, gosh, it's gorgeous. So I just stacked it on there. I did a zip tie, only one right there. So I'm gonna, I don't think there's there's no hanging loop. I'm gonna hang it this way. And I know it's been a long time since we did my breakfast room tablescape, but I found 4 more of those Santa plates. So I do have 8. So I'm gonna pop these up here so they match what's going on here. Let's get these ones in first. Okay, there we go. I didn't space them perfectly, so I'll fix that. I'll give you a little bit more of a close-up on it so you can see. I love the colors, you know, all that red and green. I just love it. I love it. I was looking for something a little cute to display my, I have working towels and rags, and then I have some that I just like to hang out. So this is a dip and chip Christmas item. Don't remember, well, I probably picked it up at TJ Maxx. Oh, nope, here one. Anyway, I absolutely adore it. It's a little sleigh, of course. So I would have loved to put my soap in the top and my towels in the bottom, but my soaps didn't fit. So I've made it work. Since I started with the red and white, I thought I'd just continue. So I'm putting in a red and white towel on the bottom and letting it drape out over the edge here. Into the world the Lord has come. So pretty. But I want to be able to see some of that stripe. And then I roll my towel. And I did have that up there, but it was still, I don't know, I may play with that a little bit, but anyway, I'm just gonna pop that in there. I'm not sure. I don't know. These just fell off of, probably, yeah, they fell off that wreath up there. And I didn't want to bother putting them back, so I just set those in the white part. And I kind of just thought it was really kind of cute. Okay, that's not all. Of course, I have my Williams Sonoma. This one's Winter Forest soaps, and set those over here. My soap and cream. I wanted some greenery. And now that I've got a few poinsettias, that could have been fun, but I already started this journey. I thought, you know, this was just something I already had. So I had taken my one loan that I never was able to find another match to, and I set that in it. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cute. And then I took the other two, which if you remember, I had them in the hurricanes on my table, which they're not there obviously anymore. So let me unwind this. So I'm just going to play with these and get them in here. They don't fit exactly, but I make it work. Well, actually, that was the easiest ever. Okay. I just think that looks so cute, right? Got the little bit of red in there, pine cones, and it's two different kinds of spruces. And I set that back here, and it kind of draws the red and the green. And here we go. I'll show you the tray that I have. But anyway, I'm gonna pop these in here. I could do more than one string if I wanted. Oh, you know what? These were somewhere else too. Yeah, this is their third place so far in the house. Yeah, it actually needs 2 sets of lights. So I got these at Amazon, and they came, let's see, 2, 4, 5. So I got 20 of them in here. And I misspoke once. I think people thought I meant it didn't have batteries. Of course they have batteries. You pull that out, and then your battery is touching the one that came with it is, I guess, what I meant. It's the little disc kind. Here's the only thing. I'm not gonna link these below because since I did this, I have seen remote control ones. So why would we bother with having to, I mean, unless the price is crazy, and if they take, I don't think they take AA or AAA batteries. I don't want to fool with that. I want them small enough that they have the discs in them. But anyway, I will link some lights below, but I think they will be similar to these, but with a remote control. Okay, this is next where I'm attacking. This has got some stuff that needs to be put away for sure. Yay, it's clear. Doesn't mean it all got put away. So, the only thing that I have out here to start with, oh, I don't want to scratch my table with this, is this beautiful bowl again. I still see it at Kirkland's. I just love it. It's very heavy. I was gonna go with, oh, I'll get it and show it to you. So that one was already open. The greens that are in there, I think. I don't really remember. I just remember dumping them in there, and it was like, gosh, that's not enough. But I had thought about doing the white in here. But you know what? I just kind of, you know, I've got a touch of green over there. I've got the touch of green up on the hood, and I'm kind of liking it. And I know it's not a lot, but it's what I have. So I'm gonna go with that. They're all, I think I'm gonna go over here. All right, this is stuff I've been stashing over here, and I need to just get that stuff put away. And then there's just things I'm thinking of doing up here. And I've cleaned out that, but I needed a tall ladder to get that's a very heavy picnic basket. So I'm gonna be working on that, but probably last. So I'm gonna just do this area. I have just things to put away. Christmas dishes I didn't use, and some that I wanna put in other places. And I will move this over, but I'm gonna give you a sneak peek of my dinner. If I can not get my camera all heated up. Oh gosh, that looks delicious. So this is a chuck roast. And I do literally, that is au jus. I do nothing to these. I buy them 2 at a time at Costco, and I season them with salt and pepper. This time I used, oh, I don't know who it's by. Kinder's, the blend, which is just salt, pepper, and garlic. And I braise it in there. This is a really nice, and I bought this on Amazon, so I'll link it below, but you can do all kinds of things in this one, but braise or sear, or brown or sear. You can saute. So anyway, I browned it in here, and then I don't have to take it out, browned it in butter. Then I put butter over the top and threw in the onions, and that's it. Okay. Things will be off a little because I chose that plug. There's plugs under here. I could have easily gone right there or right there, but I don't know what I was thinking, and I don't want to get it off because I have 3.5 hours to go. So just imagine that that's not there. And this is a lovely, I don't know that I would pay what I paid for it again, you guys. I'm just going to say that honestly. It was not inexpensive. The shop, and it's not as heavy as it appears. I'm embarrassed to say what it cost because it wasn't $100, but it was very close. It's beautiful, and I wasn't even looking. I don't know on the camera if it shows up bronze. I really was looking for something either black, white, or silver, and I just couldn't find one that had the part where it holds the book that way so your pages are open, and the weights. And I didn't want anything modern. I like a little bit of Victorian scroll in my stuff. So let me go grab the next thing. So you're familiar with my White House tree. Well, last year I went crazy and I bought the Gingerbread White House. I don't know if the history of when they started it, and I mean they make one, and if you guys bought this year's, I didn't mean to see it, but I saw it when I was making the link, so I know they already knew last year when they put this book out, which I'll show you in a second, that was going to be the ornament. So this is the ornament for 2022, this Gingerbread White House. But anyway, so I'm going to put this out and in my cookbook. Oh, but I was just going to page through it. So it's a big, it's like, I mean, it would be a great tabletop book, coffee table book, commercial kitchens, home kitchens, and then they go through. There's pictures of them working their plans and detailed drawings, and year after year, the different ones that they've made. I mean, you guys, the details. You should watch, I know, I think it might be on PBS every year. They have things on the White House as it's decorated for Christmas. I mean, these people, they know what they're doing, and especially the chefs who've been here. Oh yeah, there's more than that. Other desserts in here. I know I saw, wow. Okay, here I am going on and on again. Okay, I don't even know that I knew there was other recipes in the back. That coconut chocolate squares. Okay, all right. And then I'll show you this one real quick because I'm going to put this over the top. This, I wanted to buy some stuff for the kids. So this is the Gingerbread White House, a pop-up book. Can't do it with one hand. Okay, there we go. So what this is, once you get it open and you you have a little book over there, and then it is filled with an envelope. So this is also recipes. Oh my gosh, all kinds of recipes in this one as well. I bought it for the kids to play with. So inside here, we've already taken everything out. Okay, so here's some of the things. It's kind of cute. There's the president's car, and they're little stands like paper dolls have. You can see them there. Here's Secret Service. Oh my gosh. Christmas trees. And we've already put them together, so they're like that, so they stand up. And then everything stands up. There's the chef, the Christmas dog, Santa Claus. I mean, it's cute. Okay, and this, you've seen this in my kitchen from other videos, is just a big ceramic thing I found at Home Goods. I fell in love with it. So today, and believe it or not, that is all cookie cutters. Some of these, this one, for example, is from my childhood. And then, oh, and so is this one. And you can kind of tell the ones from my childhood because they're kind of not very shiny. A couple years ago, I taught myself through YouTube videos how to make the most fabulous iced sugar cookies. So I will be doing that soon. That's just one of the little things I found somewhere, who knows where. My little cardinals, a little nod to the dining room there. I just really liked that. These are things I pick up when I see them seasonally. TJ Maxx or Home Goods always has some. I just loved it. It was a way to have everything out and handy, plus on display. So this, just pretend my crock pot wasn't there. This would all be moved over there. It's still a mess as well. So I'm gonna do the island, and then we'll finish up on the other side of the counter, and I'll go up and do that. And I probably won't do these upper things today because I have a feeling the video will be getting too long. Okay, this is an island we use every day because, as you can see, the oven is right there, or the microwave, but mostly oven. And we cook a lot of fish and meat in the oven. So I was told by the people that installed the quartz, you should protect the quartz. So let me grab one here. The placemats that I have on my breakfast room table are these round ones. And I happened to, when I was unpacking, found one, I don't know why, rectangle one, same thing, could be either side. So I have been putting this here for us as a pad when the cookie sheets come out. Little vignette. I unpacked a couple of cute little snow people salt and pepper shakers. So I'm just gonna put those right here. And then I really don't know where I got this at now that I'm looking at it, but there's a spot for a candle to go in here, a real one, a little votive, which I have many of, or a battery operated one. And then when you light it up, it's got a whole bunch of little holes like for the windows, and there's one for the smoke to come out the top and the doors. It's just adorable. So I'm putting that right here. So I'm gonna put this here on the other side. It doesn't feel right though, huh? I feel like that was put in wrong. Oh, there it is. Is there anything else? Okay, I've got a candle. They were restocking at Walmart the other day, so I picked up another one because I stole this one from here to put in the laundry room. So this is that blood orange and cinnamon, sweet, juicy, and zesty. And it really is. So, and it says joy on it. And I just think it's so cute. I wish I had a little stand for it, but I don't. Okay, now I'm not liking this there at all. He's just going over there. I do. I'd like to have a small riser, but not a big one. Not the one that I actually had it on. So I'm gonna go to the back right now. I see some other things I might add, but right now I'm just gonna go to the back where the, here, and yeah, you're gonna see messes and all kinds of things back there, but here we go. So since I had leftovers in the placemats, I'm going ahead with it because we're gonna have a house full, and sometimes people like to just sit up here. They do stuff up here besides eat. And I do like my counters protected. So no napkin rings, it's simply a placemat. I mean, I could do it, I just don't see the purpose in it. So that's that. That is a done thing. Now I feel like I had some kind of floral up here, but I'm sure I stole it. And I'm not seeing anything else except a cookie. I have a lot of cookie. Oh, I could do a fun one there with that green though. Okay, let's try them both. Okay, so here's the first one. Cute, cute. Ties in the colors. Because I was thinking I could add him there, you know. And I still could. Okay, well anyway, let me get the other one. This one was sitting upstairs and in the hallway, and my husband's like, is that gonna get used? And I'm like, well, when it makes its way downstairs, and he goes, I'll take it. So here we have our little Grinch cookie jar. And I mean, yeah, this is a couple years old. You know when all of it came out, at least at Hobby Lobby, and they still carry it all. But I'm looking at these lime green chairs here, and I'm thinking maybe this is where this belongs. Easy access. Oh, let me get it back here. Not so easy access, really. Okay, I'm gonna take you around and let you see what you think. Okay, I don't think that's too much. I like it. I mean, it's too much for every day, but for the holidays, I think it's great. I think I'm gonna do it. I like it. So I'm gonna flip you up. I know that the stand is in the way, but that's where we're at so far. It's not overdone, and we got that mean guy. Just not sure about that presents. Okay, my last counter space, I've really messed up because I just have moved a lot of things over there. Okay, sorry for this black cord. That's my ring light. Okay, a basket. I'll probably push it that way though. So I want to make sure that we have plenty of paper plates ready, so we're not using up dishes all the time and breaking them. So there'll be stashes of these opened and unopened with napkins, different sizes. And then I have some that are kind of like bowls, but beyond that, I'm also putting out, so these are precious to us. Okay, there's 3 of them that are this, they really stack small. There's 3 of them right there. You can't tell. And then this one. So there's that one and this one. And they're metal. I'm looking to see if I have any more metal ones here. Yeah, okay. There's another one. So my son, my middle son, used to buy these for my parents or for his aunt or somebody for Christmas. We would give them an allowance and take them to the dollar store and let them shop for presents, so that we taught them at a young age the joy of giving, that we didn't just give them money. It was money they earned and they had to part with it, but they got to shop. And I'm not kidding you. So these were, you know, a dollar a piece or whatever back then. And my mother kept them all these years and they got passed down to me. So he may have given me some, I don't know, but I've got them, whatever. So we've got about, I don't know, 5 of them here. So I'm gonna pop those back here as well because these are great for serving on. And then when we, like maybe we've just made some cookies, or maybe we're putting out dips and crackers or whatever, we've got trays that are ready to go. Okay, here we go. This is the spot I've been procrastinating probably for 6 weeks because I really loved what I had in there before, and I don't think I'm gonna come even close to it. I do think, well, I'm gonna take that out. As beautiful as it is, I just don't see it being a Christmas item. I could get away with it for Thanksgiving, so I've moved this over here. I had thought that I was gonna use these. I kind of don't think I will, but we'll see. But I definitely am gonna try and work in this. What does it say? Oh, comfort and joy. Okay, yeah, I like that one. And then I had picked up this, where did I get that at? Holly? I don't know. I really don't know. I picked this up somewhere. I feel like it was Walmart. It's a little sled. Oh, and I think I'll probably get this up there though. That tree is beautiful. I'm gonna try this up there. Yep, it's too low. Oh, golly. Okay, it's still low. I have something under it. I have an option to get it up just a tad higher, and hopefully that'll do it. Okay, you guys. Let me get this in the right, oh yeah, it's in the right spot. I got distracted as I was downstairs looking for this or that or pulling stuff out. I remembered I was at Michael's yesterday and I told you things are 60% off. They have, I'm not kidding, I wish I started there. The most unique and beautiful things. I mean, they have some high prices, but at 60% off, this was probably around $12 for that. So it feels like, I don't know, like parchment or something. I mean, it's definitely crinkled. So it's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. And when I saw that just now, it's like one of my favorite story, you know, I guess somebody read it to me when I was a kid, every Christmas Eve. I feel like my dad must have done that when I was little or something, because I'm very attached to it. So I saw that and I thought, I gotta put the paper plates over there. I'm gonna put that there because there is a light that shines down. And then it reminded me of the little mouse that I have wandering over there that's doing nothing. So, because it says, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse, which is what that's from. So I decided to pop that over here and get a little spreader that was red and white. It says love. Put that in the cracker one just because it'll hold it. And then I thought, well, I've been moving these from all around. I was thinking about putting them up there. I just love candlesticks. I don't have that many. I used to have a bunch of brass ones. I don't know if I still have them. There was a time in my life where I purged a lot of stuff and they were solid brass and I feel sick over it. I think I might have purged some real silver too because I was too young to know that it was valuable and it just needed to be cleaned. Anyway, these are not real silver, but they're nice, and I've had them for a long time, and so I was gonna put them over here, which I did. Boom, boom. And then I thought about what I could put in there, and I thought, oh yeah, I'll put an ornament. So at first, oh my gosh, these are so cute. At first, I was trying to get this little guy to balance in there, and he was adorable. But I probably would have lost, like he would have fallen. And then I got an ordinary ornament, absolutely perfectly balanced in there. But I kept looking in this bag and then I found this, which I don't know, this may be glass, I have no idea, but isn't that gorgeous? So look at that. It just sits right in there and it's so gorgeous. And then of course I needed red, and there was one, not to disappoint. So now we have a whole new vignette over here. Yeah, let me show you close up. Isn't that the cutest? I'm so happy with it. But I gotta get back to work on the other side, and my battery's low, so now I've gotta charge it. So probably when I come back, it'll all be done. Okay, I think we're done. Oh, let me turn on one more light. Just to make sure, there we go. Okay, it's getting dark outside. I did make some changes. I moved these over here because of the 'Twas the Night Before Christmas I found. And up there, let's see if I can close up on that. There you go. So that's cookies for Santa. As long as I'm up there, I'll go to the next one. I didn't have anything much, so I took those two ornaments. Let me back up, sorry. And just put them in that bowl. What else did I do? So that's what I finished with. I ended up putting a wreath in the back, and I'll get on a ladder when I do a closer up. So I put a wreath in the back and that little black sled. I propped the Good Tidings up on two things and then covered the base with the loose garland that I have. Added that Mercury glass tree. Two of the red poinsettias I picked up this morning at Home Depot. And then a swag of the same, those are from Michael's, same as that wreath. And a very old lantern I had outdoors. I don't have a candle for it yet, an LED, but I'm gonna get one. And I think that looks pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with everything. So I'll do a slow roll for you.
is white, glimmering silver white, and stillness fills the night. It's Christmas, a winter wonderland, a snowball in each hand. Take me away, Christmas Day. There's joy in the air, family's near. We give thanks for this past year. Oh, nothing compares to the love that we share. Oh.
Thanks for joining me. That's it for today. I hope you had fun. I hope it was relaxing. Maybe you got some ideas. Maybe you got some ideas of what not to do. I don't know. But I'm just teasing. Let's meet again soon, hopefully tomorrow. And if you liked it, would you please press the like button, comment, share, and make sure you've got that notify bell hit. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and I will see you soon. Check out my links below. There's a playlist for all the Christmas. There's a playlist for fall. There's a playlist for last Christmas. I only did a couple videos. It was a different house though, so it's a little different. And I'll see you soon. Bye.